The growth engine of the electric vehicle market has moved. While the technology first took root in Europe and China, the next stage of adoption is now being propelled by emerging economies. In 2025, electric vehicles accounted for over 25% of all new passenger car sales worldwide. That means for the first time, 1 in every 4 cars sold is now electric. This chart shows global electric car registrations by region. India is riding a massive economic wave, but its goal of becoming a clean energy superpower depends entirely on the physical minerals sitting underneath the surface. To capture this market, the Indian government launched a production-linked incentive scheme. They are deploying billions to build domestic battery gigafactories, a move projected to create over 1.2 million jobs by 2030. But those factories face a severe bottleneck. Currently, India relies on China for 70 to 80% of its imported lithium. This creates a significant strategic risk. If regional tensions flare, India's entire clean energy transition could be stalled by a single trade disruption from its fiercest geopolitical rival. To reach its 2030 targets, India needs 27 gigawatts of grid-scale battery storage. Building that capacity is impossible without a secure, independent supply of raw materials. India wants to own its clean energy future, but for now, a rival power holds the keys to the engine room. In 2023, the Geological Survey of India announced a find that seemed to solve the problem overnight. They identified an estimated 5.9 million tons of inferred lithium resources in the Jammu and Kashmir territory. This discovery theoretically placed India among the top 6 nations for lithium resources globally, creating immediate optimism for the domestic battery industry. The government moved quickly to auction the mining rights, inviting private firms to bid on the opportunity to extract this white gold. But across 2 separate bidding rounds, the result was a total failure. Not a single qualified private investor showed up to buy the rights. It raises a difficult question. Why would the global market ignore a multi-billion-dollar lithium deposit during the biggest battery boom in history? The first issue is geological. Unlike the easy-to-pump liquid brines of South America, the Kashmir lithium is trapped in hard rock and complex clay deposits. Clay is an engineering nightmare. It expands and contracts as its water content changes, which can destabilize heavy mining infrastructure. Extracting lithium from this soil is also a chemical-intensive process that hasn't yet been proven at an industrial scale. Then there are the economics. Between the discovery and the auction deadline, global lithium prices fell by approximately 60%. As the market cooled, high-cost extraction became instantly unprofitable. No private firm could justify the massive investment needed. Finally, geography added a layer of risk. The deposit sits only 30 miles from the line of control, in a region with a history of sectarian volatility and threats from local militant groups. The failed auction reflected a blunt reality check. A massive mineral deposit only has value if the cost of getting it out of the ground can compete with the global market price. India is now adapting by targeting easier geology elsewhere. In June 2024, they successfully auctioned a smaller, more accessible hard rock lithium block in Chhattisgarh. They are also looking overseas. Through the state-owned Kabil initiative, India has secured exploration and mining rights for 5 lithium blocks in Argentina's established brine fields. At the same time, the industry is exploring alternative battery chemistries, like sodium-ion, that could eventually remove the need for lithium altogether. These shifts highlight the most dangerous gap in the clean energy transition, the distance between a raw geological discovery and a commercially viable battery. Winning the global EV race requires more than just factory capacity. It requires navigating the brutal friction between planetary geology and the reality of